the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First on the agenda, we have meeting minutes to approve, regular meeting minutes from April 20th and library meeting minutes from March 24th.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as they've been presented to us and place them on file.
We have a motion by Bob Latour to accept the minutes and place on file.
Second.
Second by Jamie Jackson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, we have bills to pay of $58,309.93.
Make a motion that we allocate funds to pay the bills.
I'd like to know what you're trying to show us on that page there,
What page? The small one?
the budget, the library budget.
No, I can't speak for the library budget.
Yeah, they give that to Tracy and she puts it in. So their treasurer and board are the ones that do their budget.
Okay.
If you would like to, we could get you the contact though for their.
Well, it just looks like we're paying it, but it puts us that much in the hole. Cause the annual difference is showing a minus, so that's in the hole.
Yeah, we can get you their contact for their treasurer if you'd like.
Okay.
Is that okay with you, Larry?
What's that?
Just getting you their contact, or
Yeah.
we can set up a meeting or whatever?
Yes, please.
Okay,
It looks like they don't have anything in for the budget, that's why it's showing a negative,
yeah.
so.
I'm sorry, Bob, you had a motion, right?
I did.
Was there any, okay, so we had a motion on the floor to pay the bills by Bob Latour.
Second.
We have a second by Jamie Jackson. All in favor? Any opposed?
Mhm.
Was that a nay?
Mm.
Okay, one opposition. All right, we have the, is that a resolution? Oh, ordinance. So this was tabled from last meeting. This was, the property, trying to find the,
Dave and Lila.
yes. It's on East 7th. It had gone to planning and zoning, recommended to change this. So this was just the ordinance that, Philip drafted. So this would be ordinance number 26-01. It says an ordinance approving the rezoning of certain real property from residential to C1 pursuant to the recommendation of the Galena Planning and Zoning Committee. Whereas the Galena Planning and Zoning Committee on April 13, 2026 considered an application to rezone certain real property located within the corporate limits of the city of Galena, Kansas. And whereas following due consideration, the Planning and Zoning Committee recommended approval of the rezoning of said property from residential to C1. And whereas the governing body of the city of Galena, Kansas finds that such rezoning is consistent with and promotes the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of Galena. Now therefore be it ordained by the governing body of the city of Galena, Kansas, Section 1, approval of rezoning, is the recommendation of the Galena Planning and Zoning Committee made on April 13th of 2026 to rezone the following described real property from residential district to C1 is hereby approved. Lots 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the Carlin Lead and Zinc Company addition to the city of Galena, Kansas, according to the recorded plat of thereof, being a part of the northwest quarter of the northeast quarter of Section 23, Township 34 South, Range 25 East of the 6th Principal Meridian. Section 2 is the zoning map amendment. The official zoning map of the city of Galena, Kansas shall be amended to reflect the rezoning of the above described property to C1. Section 3 is the effective date. This ordinance shall take effect and be in full force from and after its passage by the governing body publication in the official city newspaper as provided by law. And then it's just a place to sign and date.
Where's the actual at? There's a lot of direction there.
It's the lot next to where my parents used to live. So a block down from there.
On 7?
On
Yeah,
7.
on that side of the road.
Same side of the road as Dairy Queen.
Okay,
Yeah.
as long as it ain't
A
some
block
back
this way
street,
from- Block
No,
this way from.
it should have been this
yeah,
20 years ago. I thought it was.
They thought it was too.
yeah.
And that'd be
I'll make the motion, whatever, for that amendment.
Okay, so it would be ordinance 26-01.
Yeah,
So we have a motion by Warren Harding to approve ordinance 26-01.
Second.
We have a second by Bob Laturner. All in favor?
alright.
Any opposed? Brian Williams, you are up.
Okay. I didn't know I had to get up. I thought you guys were just gonna read something and,
We got it.
okay.
We just need to know the time.
The times that we're looking at, what I'm thinking is from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. Because I think the barbecue side of it's gonna be over well within that 3 o'clock window to allow for the parade to go up Main Street. So we'll have everything cleared out by 3 o'clock.
So will you give a little description of what it is that,
Okay, so what we're doing, we're putting together a pulled pork cook-off. We're gonna take up to 10 competitors in this. I believe we have 5 right now. We're gonna get some local celebrity judges to judge this, and it's
Me and
also.
Robert?
We'll talk about that, Lauren, we'll talk about that. Actually, I'm not in charge of the judges, so. But, what we're doing, and then people can come by, we're gonna place first, second, and third, and then People's Choice. The People's Choice, they'll come by and buy a ticket, and then they can drop it in whatever bucket that they think it, they'll sample everybody's pulled pork, drop it into a bucket, and of course, we're gonna give out cash prizes as well as trophies. So I believe we're gonna try to shut this street down the night before to allow these guys to set up and cook on site. A lot of guys take 14, 15, 16 hours to cook their pork butts. So to have them ready to turn in at a specific time in the afternoon, we're gonna need to shut this street down.
Is that better than setting it over here like on the library parking lot, so more people could see it as they came?
well, it's gonna be at the car show.
It's gonna be kind of blended in with the car show as well,
So what part of Maine are we wanting to shut down?
between 6th and 7th Street.
And then the idea is the cars then would be the next 2 or 3 blocks, however many we need.
And that's on a Saturday?
This
Yeah.
is gonna be on
Yeah,
Saturday.
Galena Day
Yeah,
Saturday.
They're in
we're
Galena
shutting down
days,
Friday
yes.
night. So
We'll shut it down Friday night, and then, and it'll be shut down for the weekend.
I'm just thinking about Galena Day parking, if we shut down the
Well-
block, that's 20 spots or whatever.
Yeah, but that road's already shut down.
It's shut down
The
for the
car
weekend.
show anyway,
Yeah.
in the
You're
morning.
talking about that side
In the
of
morning,
Maine.
but not Friday night.
Between 6
Yeah, but
and
it could
7.
be, Friday night, it could be midnight, Friday,
Yeah.
or 12
8 or
a.m.
9 o'clock at
Yeah.
night,
Yeah.
we'll
So
shut
it
it
could be
down.
after,
It doesn't have to be at rush hour or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
so it wouldn't mess with Friday night parking for Galena Days of the Carnival.
Right.
Okay, that's the only thing it wouldn't bother me is, it's.
And something we-
on the barn.
Something that I would like to do within this barbecue competition, just for the 6-hour window that we're doing there, is have a beer garden with cereal malt beverage. That's beer only, no hard liquor of any sorts, no seltzers, anything like that. I can police that, I can ID just like I do over across the street at our bar, put wristbands on the people that are of age, and we can keep an eye on that. I think it would go over very well. I've done it in the past at different locations, and I think it's something that would be fun.
But that's part of this, right?
so who sells the
So this is
alcohol?
actually just for the.
I will get the special permit
Okay.
license through Kicks Bar and Grill through the
Okay.
state.
I think that's a great.
I've already got the liquor license. I'll just have to get a special use permit from the state, and then I'll have to take it over here, have it notarized or sealed. They have to put their seal on it, and then I'll get it back from Topeka.
So I think we kind of have 2 different things. So one is just to close the road, so the entire road will be closed for the car show. But just to close that block off ahead of time, and that doesn't have to be a resolution, we just need, probably a motion to close that off, maybe midnight, Friday night, Saturday morning, however you look at it, I guess Saturday morning, till probably 3 o'clock.
So I make a motion we close between 7th and 6th from midnight until 3 p.m.
On
'cause it's
Saturday
gonna be
the
part of
Actually,
the-
you probably need to do it longer because the parade, we usually keep it closed till the parade.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
parade
so
is
we-
at
yeah, just-
4, I
I forgot the
believe.
parade.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
So 3 p.m., you know, to get everybody.
we'll still be
out.
tearing down. We'll
Yeah.
shut our stuff down at 3 o'clock and then
so
the
you wanna
parade
say
will
up
be
to
coming.
parade time?
I just say 3 p.m.
Well, they're saying they're gonna need more time.
Just.
Gonna need more than an hour?
No, you're gonna get that hour,
But
that's,
that's
they're gonna have it shut down anyways.
from
for the
7
parade.
to-
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just for this one block, make
Okay.
it one motion.
Okay,
Okay,
And the rest of, from 6th to 3rd or whatever is gonna be closed down anyway.
right.
so
At
Warren,
7
your
a.m. or
motion
whatever.
is a motion to close down blocks 6 to 7 from
Midnight
midnight
to 3
or
p.m.
12:01 on June 6th to 3 p.m. on June 6th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chief, you got any
Hey, no,
problems?
that sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you.
And, yeah.
I'll second.
We have a second by Bob Laturner. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, so then the second would be, which we have a resolution here, if council so chooses to move forward, would be resolution 26-17. And this would be for the same area, authorizing the temporary closure of a portion of Main Street for the sale and consumption of alcohol beverages during the designated special event.
Can we change that to cereal malt beverage and not really just put alcohol in there because that opens it up to everything? I think we stay with just a beer instead of having the alcohol involved,
Now, where do you plan on having your garden?
right in the middle of the cook-off.
Right in the middle of the street?
But I'll have it roped off where we can kind of police that. We can do that and not have to take up any other man.
Now, proceeds to the beer garden, there's you or going to the fire department?
Well, we're gonna work that out to where we will make a donation to the fire department from Kicks Bar and Grill.
But then that one, our hours would be,
9 in the morning, I think is fair.
okay,
On Saturday till 3 in the afternoon. Just a 6-hour window there is all we're asking for on that.
You can't get drunk, you don't start early.
I like this guy.
Your beer is gonna be in cups or something, so.
They're gonna be in aluminum bottles. No glass whatsoever up and down Main Street.
So you're using the 16-ounce cans?
Yes.
You've put some thought into this.
I've done it before.
It's the first
I'm sorry?
that I know
so does that mean, well, there was a Route 66 festival, yeah, in Package Park, and there was a beer
of.
garden
Well,
there.
yeah, but we was in the park that night.
In the park part, yeah.
Yeah.
For the car show,
Jim
they
Adams is
have,
on Main Street.
bounce houses are gonna be in Package Park during the car show, so that's why,
They're gonna have beer?
no, that's why the beer garden's not gonna be there.
Oh, okay. I
No.
was gonna say.
Come
So let's
see me
clarify that
golf.
for the media. The beer and the kids' bounce houses will be in separate areas, for the record.
You okay? You don't have enough.
We've done, Jim Adams used to do them in front of the Molly in the street
Yeah.
multiple
So-
Yeah.
times.
I'm gonna, your resolution number was,
26-17.
okay. I wanna make a motion, we accept 26-117. Is that the number?
Yes.
All right, we can.
So again, on there, that will be June 6th is the date, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, so we have a motion by Lauren Harding to approve resolution 26-17.
Second.
We have a second by Bob Laturner. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
You know what, they say I want my card set.
You tell them ladies right there, not me.
I'm out in the street.
Okay. Okay, we have, another similar,
Gravy.
yeah, so this is Gravy's. This would be resolution 26-18. This is the same thing, just requesting for temporary closure of a portion of the street.
This is 4th Street from Short to Main.
Yes,
So the same side he always does.
Yeah, where he always does it.
yeah. This will be on June 6th as well, 4 p.m. to 11:59. So more then after the parade, basically after the parade till the end.
Isn't there another day?
6th or 5th?
Friday night or Saturday night?
This says the sixth.
This is the fifth.
Mine says fifth.
The agenda says the 5th.
But this resolution says
Maybe I put the wrong date. Yeah, it's supposed to say the fifth.
fifth, okay.
And July 18th.
It says
And July 18th, yes.
Not June?
No, July 18th.
Okay.
So the first one, can we do them the two separate, or we gotta do them together?
Separate.
Okay. The first one, he's gonna do it, which night now? Friday or Saturday?
Oh, wait.
It's Saturday night, it's June 5th.
Saturday's
That'd
June
be
sixth.
That'd be the sixth.
Y'all got me confused.
I'm confused.
No, it's June 5th.
Friday
It's
night.
Friday night.
Okay, so I'll do more after that. I'd hate to have Randy pull away from our Galena Day celebration on Saturday night.
You did it last year.
Did he?
Yep.
Actually, the last couple of years.
Yep.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it?
All right, so this resolution 26-18 is for June 5th. That will be Friday night, 4 p.m. to 11:59.
So motion.
Bob, was that you?
Yes.
We have a motion by Bob to approve resolution 26-18.
Second.
And a second by Lauren Harding. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, and then our second is for July 18th. Same time, 4 p.m. to 11:59, same place, 4th Street from Main to Short, and this would be resolution 26-19.
What's even going on that day, they say?
It's usually a band.
A band, it doesn't say the band.
Make a motion to accept 119?
Just
19, yeah.
Okay.
We have a motion by Lauren Harding to approve resolution 26-19.
Second.
A second by Jamie Jackson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So should I put these in?
Times for those on the 18th.
4 to 11:59.
Both of
Yeah,
them.
both of them. All right. Steve said she's gonna be here. Mr. Cantrell.
Well, good evening. Most of you know me, but if there's anybody in here or watching online, my name is Royce Cantrell. I have a social media platform on Facebook named Royce for Reform. I established that platform specifically to promote reform of this, my local government body. I'm here to speak directly and clearly regarding Kansas Open Record Act, request number 104. I drafted that on March 25th, and then I emailed it in to custodian of record, Ms. Tracy Roberts, on April 15th. The manner in which the city responded to that request is unacceptable. More importantly, it is certainly not an isolated case. It simply exemplifies a broader ongoing pattern of failure by this city to manage the affairs in a lawful, transparent, and accountable manner. That request sought basic records that disclose policies, procedures, and systems for handling citizen complaints and investigating officer conduct. Excuse me. The city's response was delayed, deflective, and ultimately claimed that essentially that no records exist, while withholding one document that the city attorney just recently claimed to have identified. This creates a serious legal issue. Under KSA 45-216, public record laws are to be interpreted liberally in favor of openness and transparency. Under KSA 45-218, the city is required to provide access to public records or provide a specific factual basis for denying it. So the issue is, either the records exist and are being improperly withheld, or they do not exist, meaning that this city has failed to implement even the most basic oversight accountability process. Both scenarios are unacceptable. This is not just an abstract issue. Responsibility sits with each one of you, individually and collectively, as members of the governing body, along with the mayor and department heads. You're responsible for ensuring that policies and procedures are in place so that information about public affairs is transparent to the public. Right now, based on the responses, we see that the consequences of this failure causes continuing problem. Examples are numerous. There's been recent litigation over this same thing and charges, improper charges, for access to public records and the way that it's handled. Request number 104 exemplifies a much larger pattern of non-transparency and poor administrative structure. Anyway, I do want to address something from last meeting. Last meeting when I stated that I intend to hold this governing body accountable for the actions, city attorney then interrupted me and mischaracterized my statement as some sort of threat. It was not a threat. It was a statement of lawful intent. There's a clear difference between those two. To be clear, I will and intended to exercise my rights to seek accountability where the law prescribes a remedy. That's what I'm seeking. That was the statement of intent. Creating false narratives does not resolve the issues and is part of what has contributed to the current condition of the city. So, I'll be equally clear. If there is not a rapid and meaningful reform in how the city handles public records and public accountability, I will continue to pursue legal remedies to compel compliance under the Kansas law, and it's not a threat. It's simply what I fully intend to exercise. Now, I have a copy of this letter. I would ask that the city clerk attach this and the request that I spoke of to the meeting minutes for this meeting so it becomes part of the public record. Ms. Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. Cantrell.
You bet.
All right, I just want to show that Paul Nolan just declined to.
Right, yeah, I just.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure people didn't think we were skipping over you, okay.
Thank you.
All right, do we have any, I can't see that far. Michelle, is there anybody on that list?
No.
Okay. All right, department heads, let's start with the police department. Sorry, the green notes.
No, you got me, you went out of order this time. So,
I want to keep you guessing.
you did. So as far as calls for service, April 20th to May 4th, we responded to 91 calls for service. We ended up with 10 officer initiated events. We had 2 arrests, 2 DUIs, and a drug case. We also had an incident on April 17th that Officer Maples, who's here, he responded to Schermerhorn Park along with his Corporal Lovewell for a disturbance at the park, which ended up being a subject who was having a medical crisis. More specific was an actual seizure. The 2 of them were able to render aid to him and were able to get him stabilized for him to be transported to the hospital by EMS where he made a full recovery. He actually called up and wanted to personally thank the officers for their actions on that day. So it's nice to get those every now and then. So I also received 2 bids in. We put out a request for bids to do a remodel on the police department side. We received 2 bids. One of them was for Osborne Legacy Remodeling, and that total amount was $4,800. We received a second one from Copperhead Builders, and that total was $5,000. So they're really close on what that is. And to remind you guys, that's basically, we're trying to just give a facelift to the police department side of it, put new flooring in and just update it, and it's just really needs new look. So
I know Corey is the Copperhead local.
Yes, he is,
Roger.
let's see here, what the actual address is, it says 7662 Southeast Red Wing Lane, Galena, Kansas. So those are the only two bids that we received, at this time, so they're both within what I budgeted for the remodels.
Can we table this and get a copy of both of the quotes, so we can see what's actually getting done?
Yeah, is that possible, Chief?
And then talk
Well, I mean,
about next in 2 weeks?
If you get a copy to Tracy, she can make sure everyone gets it. Is that a motion, Lauren?
Yes, please.
We have a motion by Lauren to table, the remodel bid until both bids can be looked at, but no other bids can be taken now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Second.
We have a second by Jamie Jackson, all in favor? Any opposed?
We losing that street light today? 7th of May?
Yes, I think so. I don't know what happened, but I was told it happened.
Yeah. We just,
I'm not-
are up like flies, down. I don't know, semi got it, but.
They backed into it?
I know Officer Hicks was working on an accident report.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know how people hit that pole so much.
I don't know, that is constant.
Yes. Anything else, Chief?
Nope.
Okay, fire department.
A couple things, run report, we're at 200 calls, that's up about 16% from this time last year. And then storm sirens, we had, again, what our protocol is with storm sirens is we watch the radar, we've got an advanced radar at the station, so not only are we in constant chat with the National Weather Service, but we also communicate with like Baxter Columbus. So we try not to sound our sirens unless we think it's coming our way, because a lot of times they can split that up in our county where it's, northwest, northeast. So we did have to set our sirens off, for what was gonna be basically a tornado that was on the ground, in Columbus, possibly moving our way. We did find out that we had one siren, which was a new siren, that, did not work at 12th and Yale. And then the siren at, 20th and Joplin was intermittent. So Blue Valley was here today, changed out the parts for that one. We tried it 4 or 5 times, everything works good on all of them. So now all 7 sirens are working, plus the fire department. So we'll test those again on Wednesday, weather permitting, but,
What was that second one you just said? You said 12th and Yellow?
20th and Joplin, right there by Spring Grove School. But it was working, and then the second time we sounded, it did not come on, and then the third time it did, so he did find a part that was bad, so, and that's all under warranty, so it didn't cost us anything, so we're up and running again for that. That's all I got.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
And I'll tell you, I was one that went to the school when the sirens went off. I bet you there were easily, well, Chastity was there, 200 people. It was, and that was just at one school. I know the other school was equally, they said equally crazy. So things like that, I know storms freak people out. We really appreciate our first responders. keeping
Our
an
goal is to cry wolf, because
Yeah,
we
not
don't
for
wanna
people
sound
out.
it every time, because then people go, they're sounding siren. We really do watch, and really, when we go out weather spotting, it's kinda hard to do it at night. We're not really doing it for Galena, we're doing it for Joplin, Carl Junction. We rely on, Oswego, Miami, that do it for us, because that's where it's coming from, so, we're in constant communication with that. And I really do think our new, Cherokee County Emergency Manager, Lyle, Grandy,
yeah.
he's taken a real, positive approach to this. I think, done some things that we haven't had there in the past that's helping us out, so.
Yeah. Well, I think most people appreciate that in the area, so. All right, Josh.
An update on the pool, they worked really hard getting the paint off the walls, so Thursday, weather permitting, we're gonna start painting that, so it should be ready to open on time. Knock on wood. The Nature Center, I know some of you may be aware that Jen left. I spoke to the new head of that department, he's looking to hire a director ASAP to run that. We're doing a few more repairs out there, we've got to still put a roof on it, we've got the stuff to do it. Waiting on weather, so it'll be after the pool's painted, we'll get up there and start working on that. There are a few other little things, and some deck boards, some windows needed resealed, and I think one window needed replaced, we're gonna get the AC serviced, and then a couple faucets needed replaced inside, just things that we didn't know were bad until we got a chance to go in there and look. So that's coming along. The well project, update on that, the state's received and approved our, bid process, and so they're in the process now of awarding, going through the award process on the, this is the engineers who are doing this portion of it, to get the guys that are gonna do the work to come over and get it done. The light pole, we'll update on that, we do have another light pole down, that's 2, and we cannot get even a quote on a new one, so, I think we're the only ones that use that design, and they have to make them from scratch each time. It usually takes us a year to get a pole.
Oh my gosh.
This time we haven't got a price in a year, we've been after them, so. And then citywide, they're working on that, and we may run a day late on the extra stuff, so trash is running on time, the extra pickups may be running a day late, so that'll be done in the middle of next week.
So if you see people saying stuff online, you can let them know they may just be behind it.
We'll get it, just once
Yeah,
we
we'll
get it,
get
don't put extra on there.
Yeah. All right, thank you. City Clerk?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right. Is that it? All right, would anybody like to go home?
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion by Bob Latour to adjourn, a second by Jamie Jackson. All in favor? Any opposed?